put toast in it and then turn the toast over and so the toast is completely saturated in butter. So it's like you can eat hot dogs without guilt if you need meat
What? Vegans don't eat animals. We don't eat them, we don't wear them, we don't use them, okay? Hey free woman, welcome back to the Frugivore channel. If you want to get these videos sent to your inbox, make sure you subscribe and click the bell icon, otherwise you probably won't see them. So today's video was fairly highly requested. A lot of you wanted me to do a response to this Grimes person who did like a what I ate in a day with Harper's BAZAAR. Grimes. I've got to look this person up. So I found her, and her real name is Elise Boucher. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. And she is a Canadian musician, singer, record producer. She's also Elon Musk's partner, wife, girlfriend, not sure what status they're at right now. And she's also the to-be mother of his child, apparently. But some people say she's not even pregnant. I found that randomly as well. I don't know. But anyway, she has over 1 million followers on Instagram. Not as many as, say, Kylie Jenner, but she is quite well known. And here is a picture of Grimes. So let's actually go back to this video, because this is what we're going to be responding to today. It's early in the morning, but I'm here to deliver the truth. And if you want to see more of these videos, definitely give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. You can dislike the video. If you really don't like it, I understand. But just do something if you want to see more of these videos. Okay, let's get into the video. And as usual, I'm quite nervous.
Hey, I'm Grimes, and this is everything I eat in a day.
Okay, let's do this, Grimes. Okay.
Usually I wake up and it's a struggle. So I actually have these things that I keep by the bed called Go Cubes that are like caffeinated cubes. And I usually just like eat one of those and then go back to sleep, and then slowly the caffeine enters my system and then I like wake up.
Oh, okay. That's the worst start to the day. So she needs drugs to start a day, and these little jelly cubes, she keeps them by the bed. I'm thinking, is that like an Elon Musk trick or something? Because he is like always working mega long hours and probably caffeinated to the eyeballs. But obviously that's not a healthy start to the day. Grimes, what are you doing, girl?
Normally I just don't eat all day and then eat one giant meal at dinner, but right now I'm like...
Whoa. This is actually starting worse than I had imagined. Doesn't eat all day, so just has caffeine, doesn't eat all day, and then has some giant meal. That sounds like a sumo wrestler's diet. That's a good way to eventually become obese. Obviously, this is not a good start. She's got to get the carbohydrates of fruit in. Wow, stimulation city so far. Okay.
All day and then eat one giant meal at dinner, but right now I'm like pregnant, so I obviously don't have that luxury.
Okay, so she's pregnant. So what are you having?
So lately I've been waking up and I make this thing called butter toast, which is where I melt like a stick of butter on a plate, and then I...
A stick of butter? That is like a ton of animal fat. First thing in the morning. This is so bad for your blood quality. This is so bad for your oxygen uptake, for your energy levels, for your arteries. Honestly, like, she seems to have absolutely no idea so far. She's having these cubes. She's only eaten once a day, or she usually does that, but she's pregnant now, so she's having this like stick of basically 100% animal fat, all fat. Like, there's no point, you know, this is not going to fuel your body. This is crazy, and it's obviously cruel to Mother Cow, because her baby is taken away from her, and then she's enslaved, and then we drink her secretions, which is gross, of course.
I like put toast in it and then turn the toast over and so the toast is completely saturated in butter.
Wow, she is really hungry. You know, that's the reason she is going for something so calorically dense like this, because she's just so hungry, because she's doing this. She has this really weird eating pattern so far.
And then I put a little bit of jam on it and eat that.
I'm glad to see that there's some fruit in there, but like, seriously, that is a poor start to the day.
But it's actually incredible. Like, this butter technique is, yeah, it's great. So, I don't know, I'm allowed 200 milligrams of caffeine per day right now. For caffeine, I'm between the...
I mean, like, I would not be risking the health of my fetus by having caffeine, which is drugs. Let's not mince words here. It is drugs, okay? And you are going to be basically feeding your baby drugs. So obviously this drawing isn't the exact route of the caffeine to the fetus, but it does get to the fetus and stays for a long time. And some of the research already points towards less than 200 milligrams a day causing low birth weight and an underdeveloped cardiovascular system, and who knows what else. You know, science doesn't know everything. You know, you're really playing with fire here. It's not worth the risk. People are so addicted to caffeine that they can't even give it up during pregnancy. This is terrible. Like, I mean, you potentially can damage the health of your fetus because this caffeine has a half-life that is longer when you're pregnant, stays in your body for longer. That means your baby is exposed to the caffeine longer. I mean, like, it's just, it's crazy that she can't give it up just for this period of time to ensure the safety of her child. Like, that just blows me away.
The Go Cubes and like matcha. So I'm really into the fancy matcha from Little Tokyo, and then you get the weird whisk thing and you like...
Oh, okay. I thought she had some sort of like Tokyo kind of look going on with the hair and everything and the makeup. And there is a lot of makeup, I've got to say that. And, you know, I stopped wearing makeup in 2017, late 2017. Got so excited about it and passionate about it. I wrote a book about that, which also has recipes. And I'm going to do a shameless plug here because I'm so proud of this book because I put so much work into it. And it is changing lives. Amazing reviews of this book. And it's full of lunchbox recipes as well. Grimes, definitely get my Naked Lunchbox. It is going to help you so much. And I also have, of course, the Raw Till 4 diet. The Raw Till 4 diet, as a lot of you know, which has 30-day meal planner, which has over 55 recipes. It is packed full of goodness. So definitely check it out. I've lost over 40 pounds on this lifestyle. So check out, the link is in the description below. This lifestyle would rock for her. Obviously, you know, she needs more fruit. You can see she's deficient. So far, she's very, very deficient. That's why she's going for the stimulants. So Grimes, what are you doing? Where are the carbs, right? Yeah, not much.
The butter toast, or a fortified cereal, like Raisin Bran, with like maybe like cut some bananas.
There's a banana. We like that. She's got the like potassium bombs in there. That's one good thing.
Like blueberries, I don't know, raspberries. I actually hate fruit, but Excuse me. She hates fruit. This is what this world is coming to. People hate fruit. It's so unfortunate. I don't know if she's trying to be kind of like relatable or cool or edgy or whatever, but I don't know. But like, how can you hate fruit? You know, some of the fruit that is available is crap. You have to like really source it out. You have to think about that for sure. But she would have like access to the best fruit. So that is weird. And that is why her eating regime is probably so out of whack, because she's a frugivore and she's not getting enough fructose fruit sugar. I am supposed to eat it right now. I basically hate everything besides carbs and fat.
She's definitely got some ED going on here. And fruit is a high carbohydrate food, by the way. Just bread and butter. Okay.
Like, I actually dislike vegetables pointedly, but...
That's really sad. She hates vegetables. Okay.
They're important to eat.
They are important. That's the thing. Fruits and vegetables are so important. You know, the population is ill, okay? And it's getting sicker and sicker. And this is part of the reason, you know, the major cause of deaths in the USA is from not eating enough fruit. So
it's like vile. It's like broccoli. Like what?
I think she's trying to be relatable and cool and edgy and stuff. Broccoli, just dress it up a bit. You know, cook it up, dress it up, put a sauce on it. Yeah, you're good to go.
So to clarify, I usually go to bed around 6 in the morning.
What?
Like
She goes to bed at 6 in the morning? I don't know. Is she doing... why would she be doing that? Is it because of her, like... I don't know. Like, she's doing, like, these, like, concerts into the morning? Maybe it is, but, like, seriously, that's obviously not good for your adrenal glands. That's not good for your fetus either. So...
My breakfast usually happens at, like, noon or 1 p.m. So...
Man, her metabolism is just all over the place. And she's probably a nightmare to be around with that kind of, like, sleep routine and eating routine and stimulant use. It's just a whole big mess so far.
My lunch is technically kind of like my dinner. I have this whole... I want to make a cookbook of, like, for people who can't cook.
No, don't make a cookbook. No, please do not make a cookbook.
I'm really into this weird recipe I made called sludge. It's like you take couscous, you make the couscous, you take... Actually, I shouldn't say this because it's kind of gross.
Yeah, I want to know.
Okay, I don't think we need to know about this. Let's move on here.
And Vegenaise, I would say, is one of the few vegan things that's like notably, profoundly better than the original.
Okay, so she likes the Vegenaise. I mean, that's good, obviously. Great.
Hyperbole. Like on tour and stuff, I typically in the past I've been quite like not good to myself. I actually had this on the last tour for my last record. I had this thing because I was vegan, and I had this thing where I was like the only reliable food is spaghetti. So I was only eating spaghetti for like a year or 2 years. I only ate spaghetti. And then I was just like so sick, and my hair actually stopped growing, and I went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, you actually are malnourished from not eating vegetables or meat and just eating spaghetti.
This girl is a really, like, I don't know what is going on with her diet, but it is so, so poor. So, okay, let's just address this first. She said that she was kind of vegan or something. It's like, no, she was not vegan. Grimes, no, you were not vegan. You were plant-based. Even if you were that, I'm not sure. But look, you know, veganism is an ethical lifestyle for life. It's about animal liberation, okay? It is not diet, okay? It's a lifestyle, ethical lifestyle. We don't use animals. We don't wear animals. We don't eat animals. That's how it goes, okay? You know, it's not about, you don't go back and forth when you feel like it, when you want to change your diet. It's not the cuisine that you do that with, okay? It's an ethical lifestyle for life. So I just wanted to make that clear. Next, she said she only was eating pasta the whole time, like basically all the time. Obviously, that's not healthy, okay? It doesn't matter if it's plant-based. Eating processed pasta, wheat flour, you know, obviously that isn't healthy just to do that the whole time, not eat fruit, not eat vegetables. Yeah, so like obviously that's not because she was vegan or plant-based that her hair was falling out. Sure, you can get deficient eating plant-based in that way, which is so ridiculous and restrictive, and she has so much more, you know, abundance that would have been available to her. You know, that was not the only thing. She's saying, making out like, oh, it's so restrictive, I could only eat pasta. It's like, no, that's ridiculous. No wonder she was having health problems.
Oh, yeah, because spaghetti is the only thing though. Like in every city, it's good. But yeah, I also that's
Come
like.
on, you know, you're dating Elon Musk. You have a lot of money of your own. You know that you can eat better than that. That's a cop out.
You can have. What am I snacking on? Oh, I'm supposed to eat. It's
like she's trying to be relatable, and like it's like being a total failure at looking after yourself is like cool now. Being this like total failure is, even as a mum, you know, not feeding yourself correctly. Like it's so disappointing, but this is how it is. This is this generation, and it, you know, irritates me to no end.
vile, but just pure. And I forget why I'm supposed to eat it, but the cottage cheese. Just eating a lot of cottage cheese. There's some nutrient I'm supposed to get from it. It definitely exists.
I mean, like, learn more about your body, Grimes. Learn about your body, please. Those of you watching, learn about your body. Learn a little bit at least about physiology and the importance of carbohydrates and glucose and fruits. You know, like, it's just so sad that people don't even know the first thing about their bodies and how they work and how they should nourish them correctly.
Hot dogs because they don't kill cows for hot dogs.
Okay.
So it's like you can eat hot dogs without guilt if you need meat, but
What?
you still have vegan tendencies.
Okay. All right. So I don't know if she's kidding here or not, but this is like completely strange to me. You do know, Grimes, you do know what hot dogs are actually made of, right? They're made of cow, they're made of pigs, they're made of chicken, they're made of all the offcuts, basically the tumors, the anuses, the lips, just all eyeballs, everything into that hot dog. It is absolutely horrible. It's horrible. So, animals are still being killed, okay? You're still contributing to this industry. And you're still eating their body parts. How is she trying to say that this is actually okay? This is like a guilt-free way to eat? If you've got vegan tendencies? See, this is the problem with this whole like reducitarian movement. It's just making people think that, you know, they can even eat hot dogs now. And it's okay because it's somehow reducing the animal, you know, the suffering of animals when it's actually not. And let's have a look at how hot dogs are made, shall we? Let's have a look. Just a quick look, shall we? Actually, animals, and vegans don't eat animals. We don't eat them, we don't wear them, we don't use them, okay? We got the tumours in there, we got the liver, we got the blood, we got animal skin, we got connective tissue. Look at it. Look at seriously. Oh no. Oh, people are putting this in their bodies.
Added to the ground meat.
No, this is horrible.
Water helps to disperse the ingredients.
This is disgusting.
And make the hot into a fine emulsion and vacuums out.
Okay, so look.
The air.
Look at this. I mean, honestly, this is like this pink slime. It's just got so much nasty stuff in it. And yes, it is unethical. Yes, it includes animals. No, it's not vegan.
Or like, you know, you want to try to like avoid creating demand for stuff because it's just all the waste.
No, it's still an industry.
It's all the extra products, so.
No. You are creating, this is a whole other industry by itself, okay? You are creating demand. Don't be ridiculous. This is not based in any rational reasoning. Sorry, no. Like, educate yourself.
I'm a huge proponent of hot dogs, actually, and it is the best tasting meat as well. So it's basically a win-win. Well,
I mean, like, who would be a proponent of hot dogs? You know, like, get some standards, girl. Okay, so I'm going to leave the video here because it's going to be too long otherwise. What can I say? A total disappointment. She's misrepresenting veganism. Obviously, she's not vegan or vaguely vegan, and she wasn't vegan because veganism is an ethical lifestyle. We talked about that. We don't eat them, we don't wear them, we don't use them, okay? This is about animals. It's not about the cuisine. You can't just like go on and off and on and off. No. And she obviously didn't educate herself and she just saw it as a cuisine like a lot of them do in LA because they're just about their looks and there's not much. It's quite shallow. You know, the whole culture over there is quite shallow. You know, she's starting her day with caffeine. She's having caffeine during the day. This is going to risk the health of her fetus. Don't be mistaken. It is definitely risking the health of the fetus. So it's a big no-no. Obviously, she is on stimulants and she's not eating enough carbohydrates. She hates fruit. She hates vegetables. The girl needs to get a proper sleep routine as well because this is really throwing out, you know, her eating pattern and just probably her whole life in general. She must be just a nightmare to be around, honestly, because she's going to be undercarbed and she's going to be fatted out with all this animal fat and she's not going to be sleeping enough. She's going to be on the caffeine, on the drugs. It's a mess, and I don't know how Elon Musk is doing, but maybe he is like that as well. These two together must be just, I don't know how it's going. But anyway, that's my video for today. By the way, I am doing the video on caffeine, but things move slowly here. When I say I'm going to do a video, I will eventually do it. But I never give, you know, a time when I'm going to do it because I know that sometimes it takes me longer and I just want to do it properly. So stay tuned for that. All right. Big disappointment, but what can I say? It is cool to not look after yourself these days. It's cool to fail at nourishing yourself, apparently. Anyway, I'll see you next video.